One day I would do WeHo, the following day I'd do poinsettia. I think I'd even, yeah, WeHo and poinsettia, and I think once in Silver Lake. So I was just bouncing around, and I developed more my reputation as a sniper. And then I developed more what I call counter throwing, where if they throw like three balls at us, I'm grabbing one from the bottom, and I'm using my speed, which is my number one asset. I don't feel, and I say this with respect, there's no one on the dodgeball court that can maneuver space like I can. So if I take one step, I'm one step faster than you're two or three. And I took that, and I would take a ball now. Counter throwing is if they throw like three balls back and I grab one, I'm popping one of them as they're going back and I'm going forward. And I know I'm popping them. So that I developed more in trench fighting, lack of a better phrase, trench warfare. And I pretty much did that for a bit, bouncing around, free agent. That was, I think, the best experience, actually, even that and the social aspect. Let me say the best experience is not so much the playing itself. I enjoy it by nature, but I feel that the social aspect from it, because I got to meet a lot of great people, a lot of people who, whether we play or not, I know we're going to be friends and we're going to be in contact for a long time. And they help shape me, and they're just really great people, man. I mean, I would root for them just like I would root for my own team. And it's difficult for me. For me, how do I say this? It's not difficult for me to say that, but looking at it, it's like, wow, dude, like, I have so many great people I can talk to, and it makes it very difficult for me not to root for them. There's plenty of people who I would see rooting for, and I truly believe, and let me just say this to all the ladies out here, the best looking women in LA play dodgeball, bar none. Homies, y'all know what I'm talking about. Girls, ain't no, let me just say this, guys, y'all want to meet the hottest females in LA, play dodgeball, nigga, straight up. There ain't no strip club, no bar, nothing, just dodgeball, my nigga, real talk. But yeah, that's pretty much it. And I joined my second season. It was a more fun, outgoing team that I guess the season prior to didn't do so well. But we made it to the semis, and next season we're gonna make it to the finals, bitch. That's what I'm saying. But overall, my skill set, I think, is, other than my elusiveness, I developed like three different throwing motions, but each of them create a dip with the ball without pinching. And what that does is, I don't have to throw super hard, but I throw accurate and deceiving. So if it's coming up at you from this way, by the time you're catching it, it'll dip. So when you're expecting your hand to go here, it's going to pop you in the leg, or if you catch it, or if you think you got it, it spins off your hand. So I created more like a bend it like Beckham kind of approach. No, fuck, well, no, I can bend it, but let's be honest, Beckham can't use his left foot. I can use both my feet. You can't. Another story for another time. But I feel like I could still be a great sniper. I feel like I'm a solid sniper. I feel like I'm a lot better at counter throwing. I feel like it can intimidate people at the line, which is a plus if you can do that. I feel that my elusiveness is by nature. I feel I can do that. And yeah, the easiest thing for me to do is dodge. I can dodge left or right, and because of my cardio and my ability to run is just uncanny. I don't feel like anyone can hit me. It would take like 3 or 4 guys maybe to cover the space to hit me. Many times I don't get hit, actually. Many times I get caught out. So there goes my other thing. I feel like I can become a better catcher. A lot of times when I make catches, they're like Super Bowl catches. What I mean by that is they're like overhand, like that. but instead I don't come in close. I don't let it hug me, and part of that is probably natural reflex. I admitted to myself there are plenty of times where I probably could have gone for a catch, but I just refused not to. Nature, natural instincts say move, don't get hit, move. I mean, these balls don't hurt, but sometimes throwing, depending on who throws it, can cause a bruise or can knock you off balance. But the easiest thing to do is for me just to run left to right, left to right, left to right, because I know that it takes three guys maybe to cover the space to throw and hit me. But I started practicing catching more, and I'm starting to get the reflex of it. I mean, it just it's gonna take time, I think, for me to be a good catcher, because I feel that if I can become a good catcher, and get at least 2 or 3 catches a game, that can keep my team in a lot longer, and we can win more games. Because I know my sniping ability is solid. I know that my arm doesn't get as tired as it used to because I'm using 3 different motions every time. So, one time I throw like a quarterback, but I have a release of a pitcher. So it's like motion 1, motion 2, motion 3, and it goes on. Like I don't think about it. I just do 1, 2, or 3, or 3, 2, and 1, or 1, 3, 2, or 2, 1, 3, or 3. It's just I switch it up every now and then, give them a different look. But that's pretty much it. I want to develop catching. Last time, I went for a Super Bowl catch, and I damn near broke my neck. It was a high ball, and I jumped maybe 3 yards to my right, and I had it in my hand, but I don't remember. I can honestly sit here and tell you I don't remember the next 5 or 10 seconds of it. I had it in my hand in the air, or both my hands, and I fall on the hard ass floor, hardwood floor, and I hit my head. Now I don't know if I caught the ball and I just knocked out, or did it slip out of my hand and I got hit anyway. That I'll never know. What I do know is this: I got up and I was able to walk off the court under my own power, and I played the rest of the match with a semi-equilibrium issue, and it bothered me for 3 days. The neck issue was pretty bad, but I was able to be okay, and it took me a while to recover, but I'm alright. No concussion, thank God. I don't need a third. But I told myself if I'm gonna take more chances like that, I at least got to get better at catching. So I have my friend Catchosaurus. His name is Jesse. He's I don't care what any one of you guys say. He is the best catcher in dodgeball. I don't give a shit what you guys say. I mean, this man can catch everything, the cold, West Nile virus, and everything. He can catch it all, dude. This guy's like Jerry Rice. He catches anything thrown his way. He'll catch anything twice if he could. But he's definitely the guy that's gonna teach me. It's like having Michael Jordan teach you how to shoot free throws. That's where I really wanted to, because the thing is, I know how to throw. I'm a lot more accurate now. I know how to run just by nature. I know my vision. I know how to see. I know how to read the game and everything. So if I can just improve on catching, like I'm right here, and then maybe go from here, and then maybe go from here, fucking A, I'll be elite. Who knows? I mean, where do I plan to go with it? I may do a tournament one day. Who knows? I've never thought about it. But more so, I just want to be more social, more active in that regard, because there's a lot of great people here. Where I want to go with it is I want to continue to meet new people and have lasting friendships and relationships, and break my shell a little bit, and that's where I see it more. Contrary to popular opinion, yeah, I'm an athlete. I'm competitive. What do you want me to say? But I'm not going to sit here and be a dick about it. I actually look down on athletes who do that anyway. Like, dude, you're in a gym playing against people who are probably not as athletic as you. You don't have to, go out and kill these people. I mean, if this was football and it was like 4th and 1, do your bit, homie. Because I know I would do the same. If it was soccer and there was like 5 minutes left in the game, I'm doing everything I can to kick your head in legally and win the game. Obviously that's my passion. It's my passion. It's always been my passion. I mean, dodgeball is my passion, but not in the sense where I take it that much further. Now, here's where my bad experiences come. Coming back to it, I've met some players. I don't know their names, and I wouldn't even give them the shout out on this thing, who have made it pretty clear they want to take me out. Alright, fine. It's one thing you want to play me straight up, but it's another where, I use this analogy, blood in my mouth. When a tiger or a lion has a blood in his mouth, he goes for blood. He's tasted for it. So now it's like, it's bad enough we're playing good. Now you're giving me a reason to hate you. So I'm going to pop you in the nuts. Pow, pow. But many times it's like this. If I see my teammate get hit in the head by someone who I know did it on purpose, there's 3 rules. 1, you don't go after people that are close to me. 2, don't go after women in front of me. And 3, don't go after women who happen to be close to me right in front of me. Case in point, I was subbing for a team. And then there was this guy, I don't even know who his name was, but he was headhunting like a motherfucker. He was headhunting one of my friends, and I didn't like that. I mean, this girl, doesn't, no one deserves it. But for her to be, have a couple close calls, I was like, alright, cool. Swear to God, I'm popping that motherfucker in the nuts, and I did. I popped him several times in the nuts. I even caught his ass. I'm like, yeah, that's what you get, bitch. I shouted that from across the court. That was probably the bad experience is simply that there are a few assholes that, try to take it further, and, it's like any other sport, you kind of police yourself in a sense, but, other than that, that's the worst experience I've had, other than near injuries. But many times, though, experiences like that, I kind of relish only because it gives me a bad guy persona. It gives me an antagonist. I'm sorry. It gives me an antagonist. Like, every superhero is made through the villains. That's why Spider-Man is very popular, because he has multiple villains. And that's why the Punisher isn't so popular, because many of his villains are the same. So I feel that if I have an antagonist, someone who's, pushing me in the opposite way, okay, fine, it gives my match more of a storyline, more entertainment. But overall, I love the game. I love the people I meet even more. Jesse, best catcher. I only got him out once, ever. Once, and I'm going to take that to the grave. So, once. Plenty of people I met. Carrie, Blonde Sheep Standing. Last Blonde Sheep Standing, she gonna kill me because I butchered that name. Big ups to Super Dave for, teaching me. Big ups to my Boom Squad. We gonna go further, baby. Let me point. We're gonna go further. And you could run tell that to everybody. Big ups to my quarterback. She knows who she is. She probably watching the video too. And yeah, I just think we can definitely do big things. I feel that my experiences in dodgeball shape my personality, and I feel like I meet a lot of great people. And I honestly can sit here and say this: if it wasn't for that guy who led me with a mistake, a foot sole in the gym, I would have never met any one of you guys. So, big props for a misunderstanding that led me here. So, but that's pretty much it. That's my experiences so far, and I gotta say, it's not bad. I love it. So I want to say to everyone here, thank you, and let's go, Jeff Goldblum. Let's win it. Let's go further. And I'm gonna at least try to get 2 or 3 catches a game, and I could promise you that. All right. Good night.